our favorite registered dietitian, and Nadesia joins us on the show for a conversation on something we started last week, part 2 of diabetes, lifestyle, everything nutrition related on this segment of the show. Thank you so much for your time. And now, I hope you are well. I love your outfit. I like your pants. You should give me the material. Some left. No, you should give. I have to swear kaftan with it. We're on the show. I'm not even joking. And you're welcome on Sunday breakfast.
Thank you, Jude.
Wow. Agri-Fair is happening.
Yeah.
You've not been there yet, but you've
I have heard of. Yesterday, somebody sent me a video of very fresh contemporary. You know me and my locals, and I used to be here.
5 CDs. I was shocked.
Yes, and the vegetables, they come and tell me they found this. So I said today I'll be there myself to enjoy there.
I was thinking you'd have been there already to mark the vendors and see whether they are selling it under appropriate conditions. But of course, we look at all of those before we bring them to the fair. Wow. So you'll be there today?
Yes, I'll be there today. I can't wait to be there.
I'll be looking forward to you having a stall there in subsequent editions.
I will.
You know, to advise, maybe advise you on, you know, agric buying, you know, vegetables and all of that, because I think
that would be very exciting.
There's a market for it.
Yes, amazing. Yes. And the herbs. Oh God, I can't wait.
I hope to see you there. I'll be there myself too. I was there yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I'll be there today as well. Anyway, so diabetes and lifestyle choices, all of that being put together. I just want you to, in like 30 seconds, give us a brief. Diabetes is something we've discussed a lot on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just give us a brief overview of what we discussed last week, and also we delve into issues that we unpacked. There were a couple of messages. I'm trying to pull them up, then you get them to address it for us.
Okay, so November has been set aside to discuss diabetes, to join the world as the world celebrated World Diabetes Month in this month. So we have spoken a lot, but the one thing I want viewers to have in mind is the goal is to ensure that we don't have spikes in our blood sugar levels after meals. Mostly that has been the issue. So last week when we had the screening at the military hospital, most people will complain that I just finished eating, would my blood sugar level not go up? So when you finish eating and it goes that high, it means you haven't eaten the right meal. Of course, there is a range, it will go high, but it shouldn't be that high. So how do we prep our meals? How do we eat in such a way that the spike will not be there, but we will have the normal release of the blood sugar level? That has been the focus. So last week we talked about lemon juice and apple cider vinegar before your meal or with your meal. And a lot of messages came, so we couldn't speak about the main meal itself. So apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, okay, with your meal will help you slow down your blood glucose level. There is an enzyme in our guts, okay, that breaks down starch, not sugar. So that was where I said lemon or lime will work on starch, not sugar. So if you have it in your soda, it wouldn't work as it will work in your meal.
Interesting.
Okay.
So viewers, not this year runs and not diet and medical catering services. So if you are watching the show and she sounded like a medical doctor, also because she works in a hospital. So she has a wealth of experience with some of these things that are discussing. Your messages came in thick and fast last week. We were unable to deal with them, but I've been able to pull some of them, so I'll be reading it. But what I want you to do right now is, if you're watching the show, please do well to send in your message, right? So we could put all together. And this segment of the show is usually powered by your questions, right? So please do well to send your question. If you are watching and you have anything that is, you know, making you double-minded on any of the issues being raised on the show, we'll be glad to address all of that and more. Emmanuel Akowua sent a message, and he wanted to find out last week, how often should a person with diabetes see a doctor? And he goes on to ask, assuming that its conditions appear mild, can it be reversed or managed without medication? And this is from Emmanuel Akuwa, who is watching in Somenya.
Okay, so pre-diabetes, normally, if the ranges are good, doctors will not give you medication. They will ask you to do diet and exercise. So when you are in the pre-diabetic range, you will definitely or most likely not be given medication, but you'll be asked to see a dietitian and also hit to the gym or the road. Make sure you are exercising more and eating the right meal directed by your dietitian. So you definitely need to see a dietitian for her to do the right assessment, have your diet history, and she'll put you on diet and you hit the gym. Dr. Umane will try and monitor this for I think 2 or 3 months. If it is not resolving, then he'll put you on medication. So yes, you can reverse prediabetes.
Sarah Teta says, Jude, can you kindly ask your guest what food make blood sugar rise quickly? And he says that, can she leave her contacts behind? I'm running late for church. Charlie. So I think a question is, what foods will make your sugar rise quickly?
Eating starchy carbohydrates the wrong way. So the fact that your blood sugar level will go up when you eat starchy carbohydrates doesn't mean you shouldn't eat. By eating it the wrong way, so on our show today, we're going to discuss how best to eat starchy carbohydrates. So that takes us to the how.
Interesting. Okay. So just go on and I'll add a few more questions later.
Yes, yes. So we have said a couple of times on this show that you are not supposed to eat starchy carbohydrates alone. The food should be balanced. You should have your starchy carbohydrates, you should have your protein, you should have your fat. If I say starchy carbohydrates, I mean the yam, the kenke, the bangkun, the fufu, the plantain, the rice, all that fall under starchy carbohydrate. Managing diabetes, there is a rule that you don't eat naked carbohydrates. Naked carbohydrate is where you are eating just kenke and pepper, okay, or rice and stew without any protein or vegetable. That way, the sugars, after some minutes, you have a spike because it is so naked. Let's see this example. So I like kebabs.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are grilling kebabs and you have very, very soft charcoal. You put them in the oven or on your grill. Within a short minute, they all light up and they bend. They burn easily, okay? So having a good charcoal that burns slowly is the best way. So when you're going to roast or grill, you're always looking for the type of charcoal that will give you the slow fire, not the one that will hit and then all burns easily. Just that will take you to, if you are eating a meal that is full of refined starchy carbohydrate, even if it is a whole grain and you don't have protein and fat added, you will have a quick release of the blood sugar, and with time it will just spike up your sugar level. And those are the unhealthy way to eat as a diabetic. So studies have shown, lots of science-based studies have shown that adding protein, adequate protein the right way. So on our screen, you see that the chicken, the skin has been removed. That is lean chicken. And even if it is a red meat, occasionally we all do red meat. Okay, so occasionally when you take the red meat, it should be the type that doesn't have the fat. Yes, we know that the fat is the sweetest part, but that is what is also killing us. Okay, so you have to remove the fat from it. And if it is fish, you go for the oily fish most appropriately. So your meal should be such that you have your starchy carbohydrates and your protein and fat. If for some reason doctor has not asked you to restrict fats, there should be no way you are doing abum and you don't add engo or angwa. Okay, so you should add your palm oil, you should add your olive oil or your coconut oil to your abum. This addition will help you reduce your blood sugar level. Studies have shown 50%. So if you don't add this and you don't have adequate fiber, so your starchy carbohydrate should be that which is which has a lot of fiber. So if it is rice, you are going for the whole grain or mix the whole grain with the white one and have a lot of vegetables, have your protein, have your fats. Make sure you are eating all together. Then you will have the slow release. But there is a eating order, okay? When we were small, when your mom gave you food and you started eating the fish first or you really have a spunk. You are supposed to eat your rice or fufu before you eat your meats or your fish. But this is wrong, okay, in managing diabetes. In diabetes management, you have to eat your protein first and then you eat your protein with your vegetables. The vegetables will be the sugar. And then you finish up with the starchy carbohydrates. By so doing, you will have the slow release of your blood sugar level. And studies have shown that there will be even delayed gastric emptying, okay? So that, of course, will give you that slow release of the blood sugar level. You will not have the spike, okay? So the eating order is very appropriate, especially entering into the Christmas season where we are going to parties and stuff. When you go for a function, you go for the protein, the chicken, take a lot of vegetables, take a little rice or bangkun or potatoes. When you want to take bangkun, make sure the vegetables, the cut vegetables that they use to serve the bangkun or the fish, you take a lot of that, take a lot of pepper, finish your tilapia or any other fish with your vegetables before you come to the bangkun. In that eating order, you have a slow release of blood sugar level. Then again, if you have to eat with a drink and you are diabetic, ask for water and lemon.
Yeah, you mentioned the lemon yesterday. I was going to come back to that, yeah.
Yes.
So you have your lemon in the water.
Lemon in the water.
Not lime.
You can do lime, okay? Okay, so the acid in the absence of that, you can go for apple cider vinegar, okay? 2 tablespoons maximum, okay? Don't do more than 2 tablespoons. Or start with 1 tablespoon if you are new to apple cider vinegar. Or start with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice if you are new to lemon, okay? Even if you haven't tried it before, don't be reluctant because the benefits are great for you. Yeah. So have the apple cider vinegar or lemon juice with your water and take your meal with it. That also helps delay the breakdown of the starch, okay? So that you have the slow release of your blood sugar level.
And there's a question for you, but I feel like it's a whole different conversation altogether. It says, Jude, can you please ask Anna how to manage weight control in managing diabetes?
Yes. So
is it a lifestyle your weight?
Yes, it is so related. Okay. So if you have to follow the diabetic diet, it is similar to weight loss diet. Okay, because in diabetes management, we are not encouraging the over consumption of unnecessary calories, okay? We are choosing the whole grains, we are choosing the lean meat, we are eating in such a way that you don't have enough enough energy that will be stored as fats, okay? So if you have enough or a lot of energy, or if you have a lot of sugar level, if it is that high, the body uses the rest and the remaining is stored in your fat cells. So when you are trying to cut down the storage of fat or trying to reduce or even eliminate it completely, that means you are eating in such a way that you have just enough blood glucose at a time, okay? So eating for weight loss is so similar to eating for low blood sugar levels. Yeah, so they are so connected. After Christmas, we will really go into how to eat to reduce weight. But today, I want to encourage, especially as we are going into the season where we are all going to cheat, likely, that when
You're
you
also
are,
starting next week, by the way.
yes, when you are going to have a meal, don't have your meal with juice or soda or even alcohol. They are going to be extra calories added to your meal, okay? So if you want to reduce weight or if you want to minimize spikes in your blood sugar level, please do water with lemon. Don't do any juice or sugar sweetened beverage with your meal, even if it is sobolo that we all know is very healthy. Unfortunately, sobolo out there has to be sweetened in a way that you can endure. If you have the normal tea one, that is the herb one that has no sugar, and you have your ginger and spices in there, then you can add it to your meal. That is additional antioxidants and other minerals to your food that we encourage. But any sweetened beverage to your meal is a no-no if you want to lose weight or if you want to have a healthy diabetic meal. And then we are also ensuring that after a meal and you want to have desserts, it shouldn't be desserts that has it shouldn't be sweet after meal, as we all say it. So you're going for ice cream, you are going for cake, and it is often lots of cakes. You are going for fruits, lots of fruits. You see, you have taken enough already. So if it is fruits, a slice or two. If it is fruits, then I'm used to illustration. Then you can't have, let's say, a whole apple, okay? You can do a quarter
Quarter
or
of an
half.
apple.
Yes. You will do a half when you didn't take enough starchy carbohydrates. Or you can do a whole apple if you are not eating starchy carbohydrate. You know, sometimes we go out and we want to do salads and fruits. So you take a lot of vegetables and you add one apple to it, or a small bowl. If I say a small bowl, like the one that has the oil in there, a very small bowl of either mango or pawpaw, that's one is acceptable. But having your banku and later going for a bowl of fruits will definitely give you more calories, and so you will not be able to lose the weight. Yeah.
Wow, incredible.
And then when you're diabetic, after eating, 5 minutes or 10 minutes after eating, you have to learn to walk around. That is a new lifestyle. Okay, so the new lifestyle for a diabetic is to have your lemon juice or apple cider vinegar with your meal, is to have an eating order where you start your protein and your vegetables before you go to your starchy carbohydrate, and also ensure that you are not taking sweet after meal, and making sure that you walk for 10 or 15 minutes after a meal. Okay, so walking will help you really improve your gut system. So a lot of people, when you are able to walk very well, you start the burning process. Okay, it helps your it helps your system to become very sensitive to the sugar level, especially those of us who have insulin resistance, okay, and insulin insensitivity. So if you're able to walk a little after your meal, it becomes very, very important. So as a diabetic, even when you are at a social function and you have finished eating, 30 minutes, don't wait till 30 minutes, 15 minutes, walk around. Maybe try and go to the washroom. Try and talk to somebody at on another table. Try and move around 15, 20 minutes before you come and sit down. In that way, you will be sure that there will be no spikes in your blood sugar level.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's another question, but that one, I think the person needs personal help because he's sharing personal details. So you are at the 37
Military Hospital.
Military Hospital.
They can just walk in. There are a lot of dietitians, but the SWA, diet consult, and medical catering is also there. Yeah.
So you are available for all kinds of services. Do you do bonyo jollof, bonyo party jollof? do you have that they send to do bonyo party jollof?
Surprisingly, next 2 weeks I'm going to cater for about 2,500 people.
2,500 people. How do you do all of that?
So I run the dietitian's kitchen, that is a catering services, though healthy, but it's nice. So by God's grace, we have people who appreciate that. And last 2 weeks I did 2,000. I've been doing 2,000 a lot.
2,000?
Yes, yes. So we do.
You know, all along when you kept saying you ran, I thought it was like curated, like, oh, maybe a family of 5, you do something.
No.
2,000 people.
Yes, yes, we do. We do that.
What the fufu?
Yes.
You cut about
yes.
everything.
Yes.
Oh no, you did for too much.
we do the tours. We do
Wow. So
that.
you take orders for all events
yes.
as well.
So we have the healthy regular meals where we are still giving you your tours, our fee and stuff, but in a healthy way. And then we have the therapeutic.
The one that is actually based on prescriptions and all.
Yes. So for the healthy regular meals, that is where we do that.
Wow.
Those huge.
Incredible stuff. Guys, we wholly, with our full chest, recommend the SIA catering and medical, medical catering, right?
Yes.
And the amazing team. You can find them on social media. Herself, she's available. You can walk into the 37 diet department. You'd see Anna in her glory and aura. Thank you so much for your time. My phone is buzzing. I'm sure I've seen more messages are coming, but we can't read all of them because of time constraints. If you missed any aspect of the show, please do also go on YouTube. It's there. So that's what time will allow us for today's edition of the show. And about you're heading to Agri Fair.
I am going
it's important.